Superstitious Beliefs in Production, Marketing, and Consumption in Africa is the next series in our 20 most ridiculous beliefs that keeps most Africans in perpetual poverty. In Africa, there are many who believe that before they set out to produce anything to sell, they must first of all check whether with juju men or with fortune tellers to see whether their spirits align with whatever they are going to produce. So if you check and your spirits align with farming, before you go out to do the farming, those same fortune tellers, those same juju men will tell you to do A, B, C, D before you can get onto the field to start the farming. When you go onto the field, you are asked to first of all get certain ingredients to mix up with whatever you are going to plant on the ground. When you do this, then there are certain days you are told that you cannot get onto the field to plant. When you plant, we are told that there are certain people, your spirits do not align with those people. So when you plant anything, before it germinates, you must see your plant germinating first. If not, if those people see those plants of yours germinating before you, the plant wouldn't grow and fruit. Wow. In fact, when you plant and the fruits, the plants germinate, there are times that those same fortune tellers and those same juju men who over the years have made these things to stay in the minds of our great grandparents, stay in the minds of our parents, and now stay in our own minds. These same people will tell you that when the plants are growing up and looking fresh, there are certain people who shouldn't see the plants before you. If they see the plants before you, the plants will look very, very beautiful, strong, green. However, it will never fruit. So you must ensure you are always at the farm to see your plants turning from the next stage to the next before those people will come and see it. If not, your plants will never fruit. You will never get anything out of that. So now the plants have now grown, the fruits, everything is fine. You've harvested. So it now comes to the marketing of it. So I've just explained farming as an example. There are others. Perhaps it is carpentry, perhaps it is welding, perhaps it is blacksmith, perhaps it is any other thing that people do to get some economic livelihood. In Africa, many people believe that you must go and check to align the spirits with the spirits of the blacksmith, the spirits of the farming, before you can set out to do that production. If not, you are told that you are going to suffer and you will never be able to get any money out of whatever you are doing because your spirits are not aligned with the spirits of whatever economic activity you are doing. So now you have produced. It's time for you to go out there and sell to make some money. Before you set out to go and sell, you are told that you must check the day it is. If there are not days that align with your spirits, you go out there, you get bad market, or you don't get anybody to even ask you what you are selling. To the extent that even before you transport those goods to the market, before you carry those goods to the market, you are told that you need to let a woman or a man, depending upon what your spirits tell you, to help you carry those goods on your head or to help you transport those goods to the market. When you get to the market, this is the funny thing. You are told that do not sell to a fair woman or a fair man because your spirit aligns with a black person. So that even when there are 1,000 fair people who are lined up to buy your produce, you are told that let them wait until you get a black person to sell to. This is so ridiculous. If you are in a Scandinavian country where most people are white, and you are told their spirit aligns with black people, when you are there without seeing any black man for a whole day, you also keep waiting until you see a black man to sell to before you sell the produce to all the rest who are waiting. It's a certainly no. It's certainly no. Indeed, you may want to fly back to Africa, get black people settled before you go back to the Scandinavian country or the European world before you sell to people. And when you even pick the money from the sale, you are told that put the money in a black bag or a red bag that will ensure the spirits protect the money for you. That will also ensure that the spirits pull more people to come around to buy. Wow. There's another belief which I want to share with you in this superstition, that when we were children growing up, you are told that early in the morning you make sure you eat something. If not, there are certain people around your neighborhood. If those people see you before you put anything in your tummy, that whole day are going to go hungry. So, this kind of superstition has affected many people out there. To the extent that if you're supposed to make 10,000 Ghana cedis, you make just 5 cedis, you make just 10 cedis, because you have locked out all the people who are supposed to come and buy your produce, all the people who are supposed to come and buy whatever you sell. You have locked them out. I'm telling you that you have to clear all this kind of superstition out of your mind. You sell and buy in the same markets as people who don't have these kind of limiting mindsets, people who don't have this kind of superstitious mindset. You need to remove this. You will agree with me that this does not serve you in any way any longer. If it used to support you these days, it doesn't any longer. When you are out there to produce anything, just ensure that you do the right marketing. Check whether people need what you are producing. Check whether you have the skills. Check whether you have the tools to produce whatever you want to produce. It is possible that in the past, our great-grandparents didn't know that you need to check, you need to investigate, you need to research. So they just decided that, okay, instead of the lack of knowledge to do research and all these things, what you have to do, just go to soothsayer, go to fortune teller. So they do the spiritual checking on your behalf and claim that they are aligning your spirit to whatever they are selling. And these days, you have gone to school, you have learned many things, and you know that this doesn't work. It does not work in the past, it's not going to work now. In the past, if it was working, I'm not sure the richest man in the world would have been a white person. The second richest man in the world would have been a white person. No, it didn't work, it didn't serve them. It won't serve you now. If you set out to go and sell anything, just check around to see whether people need what you are going to sell. If you go out there to sell wachi or to sell rice or to sell any food, if I come around, sell to me. If a fair-skinned person comes around, sell to the person. If a man comes, sell. If a woman comes, sell. Do not say that for you, your spirit aligns with women and you are waiting for only a woman to come. Your spirit aligns with people who are fair, you are waiting for a fair woman to come and sell. Come on. Colors. It is possible that you have an affinity to particular colors, but it doesn't mean that your wealth, your spirit about money is tied to those colors, to the extent that when you have to do your shop, when you have to go out there and sell produce, you do not choose certain colors because it doesn't align with your spirit. It doesn't align with the spirit that gives you money. Indeed, if you are selling clothing and then the season loves red, and because your spirit does not align with red for that particular season, you are not going to sell red, you are losing out. Indeed, you are losing out. So when it comes to consumption, there are many people who believe that they can't consume certain basic things. Indeed, to the extent that pregnant women are not allowed to eat certain protein like eggs, because if they do, their children will grow up stealing. Come on. To the extent that pregnant women are not allowed to eat meat, because if they eat meat, their children are going to grow up stealing. Nothing has shown that this is true in the past. Nothing shows that this is true now, and nothing shows that this is going to be true in the future. So let's drop this. let's drop this. So because of this kind of thinking, because of this kind of superstition, it affects the kind of things we even produce, it affects the kind of things we even sell, it affects the kind of things, it affects the ways we even sell those things. This wouldn't help us. This wouldn't help you. This has not helped. And we should drop this kind of superstitious mindset. There are many superstitious mindsets out there. This is just what I have remembered. This is what just I have been associated to in the past. You can share yours with me. Share yours. Watch this video. Comment below. Share the superstitious beliefs about production, about marketing, and about consumption around your community. Share those you have personally lived. Let us share it around the world so that people in Africa and developing countries around the world will clear all those superstitious mindsets, and money and success will open up and come into your life. We are in the 21st century, and this kind of superstitious beliefs must go. They don't serve you. They don't serve anyone. Let's drop this kind of thinking. So, if this is the first time you are watching my videos, check below and subscribe and turn on the notification button so that every week when I share my videos, you will see them. You will see the alerts and be among the first people to watch.